Gabriel in Columbus, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys doing?
It's all right.
Good.
It's all right.
I wanted to say, first of all, thanks a lot for getting yourselves together because, in my mind, you guys, Aron and the host of the Atheist Experience, are just intellectual powerhouses, and I'm
Wonder
so happy
Twin
you guys
Powers, activate!
You're in the same place. Yeah. On that note, I'm just wondering if you guys have any, recommended reading for your hosts, or for not your hosts, your audience. Matt, I've heard you mention a few books. I've got Innumeracy. I've read that, and I have Freedom Evolved on my shelf. I'm going to get to that soon. But I wonder if, from both of you, if you guys have any recommended reading, and I'll take a call there. So thanks a lot.
All right.
Oh, well, I was going to ask on what subjects, because there's a broad range. I mean, when I'm talking about general skepticism and reason like that, Innumeracy and, more importantly, Demon Haunted World are the first two that I recommend. But if you're looking for something that specifically deals with Christianity or Christianity, church history, things like that, Bart Ehrman's got a couple of good books like Jesus Interrupted and Lost Christianities. Those are easily my two favorites. And then there's other books, in addition to Dennis' books on free will. He's got books on religion. Boy, the list is long. I don't know. You want to toss some?
I don't want to throw anything out there either. No, I read little bits of everything.
Yeah.
And as it's like you said, it's such a broad range that where do I start with? I'm going to start with Demon Haunted World, or do I start with the Bhagavad Gita?
Yeah. I'll tell you this, we get this question a lot, and part of me wants to put together like this, Matt's reading list, except that it would be incredibly short. I mean, I read lots of books. There's stacks of books at home. Some of them I've managed to get all the way through. Some of them I haven't. By and large, there are a handful of books that were really significant. Reading Hume's work was incredibly, and Voltaire and Ingersoll is probably my number one recommendation. They were all important, but as Aron just pointed out, I've gone through and I'm
got
picking
one
in
book to suggest.
bits and pieces of stuff, and I do a ton of my reading online, and I'll read 10 or 20 different things online, and then compare them and come to my own conclusions about,
I'd like to recommend reading Darwin and not The Origin of the Species. I would suggest that anybody who's interested in this controversy at all should read on The Voyage of the Beagle, which was written long before he had conceived or begun to understand evolution, because it gives his perspective on being a globetrotter, on going around the world in a day when slavery still existed in many places, and when all the people that want to accuse Darwin of being a racist or promoting racism or of being involved in eugenics at all of those illusions are going to dissipate rather quickly when you read the man's own words. He was adamantly against all of the things that are currently attributed to him by his detractors.